So, hello and welcome back to the basement where I am going to try something and I don't know if it's going to work. I haven't seen anything online of anyone doing this, but I mean, in theory, it sounds good. And that is, I'm going to try to use the rest of my pine that I harvested, that I made my gnomes out of, and this cardboard tube that I poked a lot of holes in, and a few small decorations that I have just scattered about. And we're going to try to make a Christmas tree. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I have no idea. But you know what? I said I'll never know if it's going to work if I don't try it. So that's what we're going to do. So I was looking at it and I was like, I think it should work about the way a fake Christmas tree, that you just put it on starting at the bottom. And I think if I just take these little branches and kind of poke them into my holes and maybe add a little bit of hot glue, that I should be able to make a fairly convincing Christmas tree. I don't know. That's what we're here to find out. I have my handy dandy hot glue gun and we're just gonna kind of go. Are you gonna actually get warm? It's like I'm thinking about getting warm. You literally just turned me on, lady. So I don't know how long this is gonna take. I don't actually even know if it's gonna work. But if it does work, I think it'll be pretty. So I'm going to poke a lot of tree branches into holes and I'll see you in a little bit. So I would say I'm about a quarter of the way and it kind of looks like something. I don't know. I'm going to keep working on it and I'll see you in a little bit, I guess. This is kind of therapeutic, not gonna lie. I'm definitely having fun poking pine branches into glued up holes and then kind of just letting them fluff out. I have no idea, like literally zero idea how well this is going to work, if it's going to work, if I'm going to deeply regret deciding to do this. But you know what? I don't think I will. I'm kind of having fun with this. And like I said, it's kind of feeling a little bit therapeutic. I probably should have, and there goes my water pump again. Sorry about that. I'll yell louder or I'll just come back on when it stops. All right, water pump has stopped again. That's one of the drawbacks that I didn't think about filming down here, because, yeah, it's a basement. It's a working, functional basement, which means sometimes things make noise. Like my furnace, which is right over there, is also doing its best to add background noise in. Oh, hey, but there, you just calmed down. But yeah, I don't know. This is kind of fun. Is it going to look good when it's all said and done? I don't know. Am I probably going to have to trim it? Probably yes. Should I have maybe brought something better than scissors for trimming this? Like maybe, oh, I don't know, my pruner? Probably. But you know what? I don't always have 100% foresight, but I do have enthusiasm. And sometimes that is enough to actually make things work. Anyway, I'm going to keep poking stuff in holes and I'll show you this in a few more minutes. Well, like no time at all for you. Who knows how long for me. All right, with the furnace kicking on again, I have hit the halfway mark. And I mean, it looks interesting. You know, if nothing else, it looks interesting. I think it'll actually look like a Christmas tree when I get done with it. I mean, will it look like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree? Maybe. It might be a decidedly Charlie Brownish Christmas tree, but Charlie Brown's Christmas tree was wonderful in its own way. And I think the best thing that I am noticing about this is because these pine branches are real pine, it smells like I went out and harvested a Christmas tree, which I guess I kind of did in a way. A weird way, but still, it's kind of like I went out to a Christmas tree farm and picked myself a Christmas tree. I just did it without harming the parent tree because it's still outside sheltering all of my bird friends because it's a spruce. And spruces are wonderful for their very dense branches. I don't know. I think this is going to work. So I'm going to enjoy this. Unless I finish it up and it just looks like absolute garbage, in which case I'll be like, well, guys, this was a fail. I don't know, though. I've got a good feeling about it. I don't even necessarily think that the hot glue is something that you would necessarily have to use. I'm using it because I feel like my stuff has a tendency to fall apart. Just when I don't think it's going to, that's exactly when it does. All right, I want you right there. And honestly, I say honestly too much, but like really, this is kind of therapeutic. Just kind of sitting down here. I think it's going to be even more fun to actually decorate. That's also going to be when the potential for it completely falling apart comes. So I'll see you in a little bit again. You guys, we're getting close to the top, and I'm not going to lie, I kind of love my little mutant tree. I think he needs a trim, obviously. Give him a little bit more of a Christmas tree shape. But I kind of love my little mutant tree. I think he's going to look really good when I put some, like, actual decorations on him. Or maybe it's a her. I don't know. I gender everything, and, you know, that's something I don't actually need to do, but I always do. I've noticed almost every squirrel becomes a him in my mind, and I don't know why. It's weird. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like this tree has charm. Does it look like something that you would see on Pinterest? No. No, it doesn't. But does it look like something that I could see in my house? I mean, obviously, I'm going to see it in my house, so I guess it does. And as always, it cost me nothing because, well, I mean, I guess it cost me hot glue. But that's almost nothing. I mean, I would have bought the crafting stuff anyway. And I was kind of worried that I was going to have to make a stand for it, but all of the tree branches are kind of holding it up without a stand. And what I was thinking about the paper towel, well, I think this was actually a tin foil thing, that I finished off the tin foil and said, you know what? I'm going to think of something to use this for in the Vlogmas time. And what do you know? I did think of something to use it for. There we go. I don't know. So have you guys ever done anything just totally crazy like this? where you're just like, I have no idea if this is going to work. If it does work, huzzah. And if it doesn't work, well, at least you know you tried. I feel like that is 99.9% of my crafting ideas, where I'm just like, I don't know if this is actually going to work or not. And sometimes I am pleasantly surprised, and other times it's an abject failure. I don't know what this one is actually going to be yet. It could be either. Also, I'm starting to think I should have poked more holes near the top since I'm using smaller branches. But that's where all the decorations come in, question mark. And I found this guy that's going to be the top of our tree, I think. So I'm going to put him to one side. But yeah, we are almost done, and then I just have to figure out how to decorate him. And then, put it up somewhere. And enjoy the fact that it does actually smell like I went out and bought an actual Christmas tree, which is kind of cool. Anyway, I'll see you when I get it shaped and everything. All right, so it's definitely fuller than Charlie Brown's tree, and I don't hate it. I kind of like it. The next question is, can I light it? I have these Christmas lights that I'm going to try to thread through this tree. Wish me luck. All right, lights are in the tree. Let's see if, it's lit. Huzzah. Let's decorate a little bit more, Why not? Let's push our luck and see how this goes. Some of these I have just sort of threaded, which might actually be a good thing. And then, you know what? If all else fails, I'm going to pretend that I am back in the 80s, and I'm just going to put so much tinsel on this tree that it will be ridiculous, because that was how we solved everything back in the 70s and the 80s. We just slapped tinsel on it and called it good. At least that's what I did. I also have these strings of beads that might be kind of pretty. I don't know. I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. It might look good. It might look terrible. I don't know, but I'm having fun. All right, so is it kind of sad? Yes, probably it is. Am I still going to put it up by the little fireplace that I made up in my little reading corner? Yeah, that's what we're going to do now, because I made a Christmas tree. Huzzah. We'll get up there and we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, not going to lie. I'm glad that that's not a genuine fireplace with real fire in it, or that tree would be going up in smoke. And it's a little big for the scene, but I don't hate it. In fact, I kind of like it. I need to figure out some kind of a tree topper next. Okay, that was actually a lot of fun. And it is repeatable. I think you could probably do a much better job than me, but I don't hate it. And I like it with the cute little Hershey guys sitting around. It kind of makes me feel like I have a real tree, and I do, because it also smells like I went out and bought a real tree. But instead of doing that, I just made one. And yeah. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas for a good, cute Christmas tree topper that I can make, drop them in the comments down below, because I feel like we need a Christmas tree topper. And I wouldn't be adverse to making it. So there we go. I made a Christmas tree. Yay! Happy Vlogmas. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, and I will see you guys tomorrow.